Hi, and welcome to another LRCC Soundbite. Well, we're in our 5th week of this period that we call Lent. If you've been watching, you'll know that I've been telling stories from the Bible, written down about Jesus by a guy called Luke. But this week, I'm going to take a little bit of a detour, and I'm going to tell you a story that one of the other writers recorded. This writer was a guy called John. And I'm really just doing this because we're getting a bit closer to Easter. And I wanted to tell you about a significant event that occurred about a week before those events. Now, Jesus, he had some great friends. And I'm not talking about the 12 disciples this time. I'm talking about a family lived in a town called Bethany. There were 2 sisters, Mary and Martha, and a brother, Lazarus. On this occasion, about a week before Easter, as I said, that's where this story happened. Jesus had gone to visit. And they were going to enjoy a meal together. Martha was getting it ready and was going to serve that to everybody. And while they were waiting, her sister Mary got a very expensive jar of perfume. It was made of something called spikenard and poured it all over Jesus' feet. And then she used her hair to wipe Jesus' feet. One of the disciples complained about this. He thought it was a waste and something better should have been done with it. John tells us that this disciple that complained was actually doing so, though, out of more selfish motives, planning to steal at least some of the money that could have been made by selling it. Jesus, though, tells the disciple to leave Mary alone, that what she was doing was really special because it was happening now, just before the events of Easter that would start to happen. This perfume, spikenard, it was used to prepare bodies when they were going to be buried, as well as being used for worship of God in the temple. So it was really symbolic just before Jesus was going to die. I called this session Love and Faith. You know, this thing that Mary is doing is done from a place of love. Jesus was special to this family just as this family was special to Jesus. And Mary is just doing something really special for their friend. Jesus said something to them that they might probably thought was a little bit odd. Fits in with what I just said about this spikenard. He said, she has kept this perfume for the day of my burial. You see, Jesus knew what was coming. He had some idea what was going to happen in Jerusalem about being tortured and killed. Mary has no idea, but she believes in Jesus and she believes in what he stands for. This act of love comes out of that faith in him as well. You know, for me, there's also messages here that prompt us to show our love for those around us and show it in the moment while we can, because actually none of us know what lies around the corner, do we? As a Christian, there's also something for me about being open to when God prompts us to go and do something, again, in the moment, in whatever situation we find ourselves. So let me leave you with this. I wonder, what special thing could you do for a special friend? Someone that you love. What could you do this week? I'll see you next time. God bless you.